Liebe Africa was founded in 1958 in South Africa in a city of Springs as one of the first Liebe companies outside Germany. In the beginning, Liebe was responsible for the manufacturing and sales of tower cranes, specialized cranes, and concrete mixers. But today the company sells and supports construction and mining machines and material handling equipment for the group. Now Liebe is one of the world's largest manufacturers of construction machinery.
Hendricks, a Liebe sales representative, took us under his wing and went with us to Pardon Island, whereby we approached 3 potential customers, and he gave us a better insight on how to be a sales representative. Handbrakes in Liebe Africa as a salesperson at around about 8 a.m. he does what we call cold calling, whereas he calls potential customers and clients and he introduces himself and he introduces the company. If the customer is interested, they then arrange a meeting where they will sit down and talk about it, and he then gives the customer an offer. Now remember, the more customers he gets, the more market share he gets. That means higher pay for him. So the more customers he gets to meet up with every day, the better.
Hendricks had shared with us that the training he needed to work at Liebe Africa was a 4-year degree in engineering, which was essential since Liebe Africa is a company that works with engineering machine, and he basically has to know what he is selling to the customer. He also added that the company has a training program for the employees based on the product that they have so that the employees can win the customers over. Basically, which means that they give the employees sales knowledge and they give the employees knowledge about the products that they have in the company. Challenges that the company faces is that the equipment are usually very expensive to produce, therefore sales targets are very high and unrealistic to reach. The quality of the equipment is not in the salesperson's hand because most of the production company is not in a country. There's also an issue of rude and inconsiderate customers that the salesperson has to deal with most of the time.
So being a salesperson requires you to have different characteristics, and these are some of the characteristics that you need to have as a salesperson. 1, patient. To be a salesperson, you need to be patient with yourself, with your work, and the customers, because customers, they have a thing, they're always right. And that you also need to do is time management. Time management, that means you can do your things efficiently and you can cover more work. The more work you cover, the more you sell and the more you earn. So if you manage your time properly, that's the key. Other thing as a salesperson is to look presentable. You need to look presentable in front of your customers to convince them that you're the right person for the job and you're the right person to sell them the products that they want. Because if you don't look presentable, which is in line with your work, then how are they going to trust you with their money? Also, you need to be goal-oriented. You need to set your goals straight and you need to set them right. You need to know exactly what you're aiming for and what you want to achieve as a salesperson. So basically, in most cases, as a salesperson, your main goal is to sell as many products as you can to your customers and gain the most money from them.
Our experience with Mr. Hendricks from Liebe Africa has absolutely been amazing. Our overall experience has been an eye-opener. Not only did we just learn that sales is all about money, but it is about passion and drive. I can definitely tell you that sales career is on point. Key points that Mr. Hendricks emphasized for a successful sales career. Number 1, confidence. Every salesperson needs to be confident in everything that they do. Number 2, perseverance. You've got to persevere in all your approaches. Being optimistic. Now, every single salesperson knows that being optimistic is a key success factor in being a successful salesperson. When you are optimistic, you put a smile on your face and definitely compliments your confidence. Every client can actually tell that you are confident in what you're doing. Guaranteed, I can tell you for a fact that sales career is definitely a career I would go for. I am confident, I am optimistic, and I persevere. These are the key things, hence stated before, that Mr. Hendricks taught us. My overall experience will be an experience that I will never forget. Sales shadowing has been an eye-opener. I love it.
What interests you about a sales career?
Sales career is best because you don't have to work in an office. You can manage your own time. Basically, there's no boss. You only report to a boss when you have to write a report about sales, how many sales you've made and stuff like that. So basically, nobody tells you what to do.
Yeah. I actually like the fact that you get to communicate with people from different levels, and you also get to meet new people. So I like that about a sales career.
How would a salesperson handle rejection?
Well, a salesperson can handle rejection by not taking it personally, because coming into the work field, there will be rejection here and there, but you must just not take it to heart and you will handle it perfectly.
What does a salesperson do to achieve their targets?
I think that a salesperson should actually put in more effort in what they're doing. For example, if you are given targets, for example, in that area, maybe you have 10 people that you have to reach within a specific time, you got to try and push that, try and exceed the 10 to reach your sales.
Basically, by, let's say, if you have 10 sales, you meeting 3 potential clients a day, 5 out of 10 chances are that you are going to get one sale from that.
One sale, exactly.
Also adding to that, I also think if you do time management, if you manage your time properly, then you are able to exceed to yourself. So if you don't plan your things, then that means you're not going to get to your clients in time and be able to present what you need to present to your customers.
Exactly.
What challenges did you as a group member face when shadowing Ruben?
Wow. Actually, wow. I can say one thing for sure. When we were shadowing Ruben, we were in an industrial area. So walking in heels, in an industrial area can be very hard, And yeah.
And it was hot that day.
It was very hot.
It was hot.
And having to actually, we students, but having to actually put on the professional, greeting. You have to be professional, meeting clients because they were potential clients. It wasn't just,
So we couldn't risk it for
And you were kind of representing the company in a way that you had that profile.
Do you think doing sales is for anyone?
Honestly, no. Reason why I say that sales is not for everybody is because not everybody is confident enough to approach people. Approaching somebody, depending different levels of work, it's not easy, and you can't be shy. Exactly.
You can't be late.
Yeah, you have to be transformed.
It can't really be for everyone because people have different personalities, and there's a certain personality that is meant to be for a salesperson.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part about this whole experience?
Approaching clients,
Yeah.
big time clients, especially in the corporate industry. That for me was a big time experience. It was a game changer.
You get to experience what you will do in future. So you actually into it and experience.
And you put yourself in the salesperson's shoes, and then you start to understand what it takes for you to be a salesperson.
So basically, we got a glimpse of what it's like to be a salesperson.
Listening to what Ruben had to say and learning from first hand from him was really great.
So it was actually an eye opener to me.
Especially him, a lot of the time we see sales it's usually retail and everything, but this time around it was actually industrial machinery. So that was just a total different experience.
Thank you so much, ladies.